So it says here Les Dennis isn't dead, but he is 68, so probably only got 20 years left. Welcome back, everyone, to
hi, everyone.
Boring.
Yes.
We were just catching up on our correspondence.
Yeah, we just want to check in on certain people.
Mainly Les Dennis.
Didn't realise that you were going to join us, but you have, and that's lovely. And we welcome you back once again to another spectacular show of Down with Boring.
Yep. Jamie's been on his travels.
Again, I feel like this is a regular theme now at this point.
He's currently
it's not
in
a figure anymore.
But also, he stuck his head in at the Dork's Night Out Great Escape special, didn't you, Jamie?
Yes, certainly did. Chat to Opus Kink, Malady, L'obectif, about all sorts, all the fun and games. And so I'll be reporting from that.
Reporting live from the streets.
We'll cut from me here
to you there. To Amy Jure.
What a show! How's life, Jake? How
it's good, yeah. I lost the mailbag, but other than that, it's good.
Oh. I mean, that's
too
a shame.
slippery.
Yeah.
How can something be greasy and wet at the same time?
All of those letters just made it such a fluid texture to hold.
Yes, pretty much, yeah.
Devastating times. But yeah, welcome back. Thanks, everyone. Should be a nice time.
Should be.
But let's see what we do. I mean, obviously now we haven't got mailbag.
No.
But it's worth noting that...
Breezing past that. That's nothing to do with us needing to do this at a specific time so we can get on with our lives. No, that was an accident involving a forklift truck and 3 pounds of tin tuna.
It was devastating.
It was.
It truly was. It's worth noting. You go get a new copy of Dork. It's out
That's
now.
Worth noting, is it?
Worth noting.
It's worth noting that you should get a new copy of Dork.
Yeah, it's out now. So
wow, what a call to action, Jamie.
Sold. What can I say? I'm a salesman.
Blossoms are on the cover.
Yeah.
An excellent interview from our very own Martin Young. We'll be talking about their new album, Ribbon Around the Bomb, later, won't we, Jamie?
We will. Look at this. It's all tied together so nicely.
It is, yeah.
Maybe I should go to Liverpool more often.
Well, I wish you would.
Oh.
But
news, everyone.
They won't allow you to stay, will they?
Yeah.
So, news.
Moving on. Let's talk about things.
Things. Okay. Things. Let's talk about things.
And how about this as a thing?
Okay.
Coco, the famed Coco venue, has reopened now. It's back open. It's back running. And Arcade Fire played a special show there.
Coco was closed for so long.
Like alarming, like ridiculously long, wasn't it? Like actually, I thought this thing ain't coming back. I actually forgot about it for a bit. And then
did they close to do like repairs?
They closed for this redevelopment.
Right, but like it took so long, it makes me think like if you were there just before it closed, like you were probably in immense personal danger.
It cost 70 million.
Yeah, like feels to me like that probably wasn't safe to be in beforehand. So how are they making that money back? That's a silly amount of money.
Well, I think you'll find we've got there's a club there. There's a private members club now. There's loads of different bars.
Have we been invited to the private members club?
Oh, here we are. I'm in Liverpool.
Yeah, maybe it was in the mailbag and I lost it. The invite.
Oh,
that's on me. That's my bag.
That is, I mean, it's classic, really. But of course, the one time we lose a mailbag that actually has something in it. It
does, yes. I don't know what you're saying about our normal mailbags.
No, it's always got. Yeah, it's always there. Obviously, the Arcade Fire played. Apparently, like a mental show. One thing I will say about it, right? Just want to point this out right now.
Yep.
70 million restoration program, right?
Yep.
Looked at all the videos from the show. It kind of looks the same inside.
Yes, I thought that, which is what made me think that the repairs may have been structural rather than aesthetic.
Yes, cosmetic.
How much was it crumbling?
God, imagine that. Don't need that, do you? Like,
imagine paying 70 million to get your flat done up and you come in and you're like, it looks the same.
But
be annoying, wouldn't it?
Tapping on the side, like, secure. Secure's the bone. Nailed it.
You just knock it on your hotel room walls.
Yeah, give it a little... Oh, that's worrying because I'm probably going to be knocking on... let's see if anyone knocks back. Hold on.
Hold on. Looks like you're fine.
No, it thinks I'm fine.
Looks like you're okay.
I'm all good.
What hotel are you in?
I am... So, okay, right, here we go. Not in a hotel. I'm in, like, it's like an apartment hotel. So you
Right.
come in and you're basically just living in this like like a self-catering sort of style here. But it's very, very nice. It's actually nicer than my home.
Oh, good.
So, of course, famously, I live in a hole. So
You do. A hovel, some might say.
Yes, a little crustacean that I am. But yeah, it's really nice. The hot water wasn't working this morning, so that's a concern though.
Yes, not ideal. But other than that, good.
Yeah, shout out, hold on, Cove. That's the name of the company.
Let's not go shouting out companies without any financial reward, eh?
Oh, yeah, because famously we've been coving in the money from all of our shows before.
I'd say we're hotter than the spicy and rewarding taste of Coleman's mustard, available from local supermarkets.
Look, the commercialisation of Down with Boring.
I don't know what you mean. I just want to talk about that smooth taste of Coleman's mustard.
It just is so smooth. Do you know what also was smooth? This new one from Arcade Fire, which has also come out this week.
Wow, that was smooth.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, the show's on Twitch if you want to do that. So if you're in between, I don't know, watching Kid play Call of Duty, you want to go watch that, do it. This is Unconditional One. Look out here.
Capture the flag.
Shout out Twitch and Call of Duty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out Warzone, Twitch, and Arcade Fire.
A good quick one.
And shout out Easy Life, who are back.
Yeah, Easy Life. It dropped a new track called Beeswax.
I thought it was Beeswax.
Oh, right. Beeswax.
Yeah, Beeswax.
Beeswax. Easy Life, friends of the magazine. Not friends of the show yet.
No.
They will be
working on that.
Yeah, we're working on that.
They're expanding our circle of friends daily.
Well, we try to. It's mainly because we're running out of people who want to be our friend, I think, more than anything.
Yes, that's true. Alfie, please come back again.
Please come back for our second birthday. Please. New music since last year's debut album, Life's a Beach, which is nice.
Life is a beach. I've heard that.
Life's a beach, and then you die.
I think we actually discussed this at the time, but I'm still not entirely sure whether Life's a Beach is a pun on Life's a Bitch or the other way around.
Yeah, it hasn't been answered. Again, obviously, if they come on the show, we could get that answered pretty quickly.
We could, yes. I'm sure they would know.
With our lives. Beeswax, as Murray says from the band, it's about people being nosy. In a post-lockdown universe, it's easy to feel like we are oversharing and living under a microscope.
Is it? No one cares what I'm doing.
They wanted to release Beeswax first because sonically it lays the foundations for what is to follow for the new album.
An album.
Again, here we go. The tease.
Something's coming. Is it a collection of songs, lads? Is it going to be released on CD, vinyl, and cassette?
Please. Because if it isn't,
what's the point?
What's the point anymore? Great stuff from Easy Life. Obviously, yeah, that first album was amazing. I feel like they're a band who, I don't know, actually like just completely unique in their kind of like sound and style. And they're completely life, I guess.
Choose life.
Choose Easy Life. Also did like some huge Brixton shows towards the end of last year. So just on an absolute roll.
Yeah, it got very big very quickly. So looking forward to the new album.
Big festival slots this summer. And it sounds like, I don't know, like, I guess classic Easy Life, but it sounds like they're kind of like, I don't know, mixing things up even a little bit more.
It sounds like this is a good one to lay the foundations for what is to come.
You won't believe it, Jake, but It is. Let's have a listen. This is Beeswax.
Waiting for the climax. Wrap me up in gift wrap. You should back a sick bag. Burning up on contact. I'll be in my sequence. It's none of your business. You should mind your beeswax.
Yes, I'm aware of my privilege. Yes, I'm aware that I'm killing it. Up with my pennies, now they're trying to pinch. Taking them out when I give them an inch. Everybody round me taking the biscuit and the milk out of the fridge. Jump in the Ford, end up in the ditch. Minding my business, don't give a shit.
Yes, I'm aware of my privilege. Got a little gold on my wrist. Only ever driving the car when I'm pissed. Only ever leaving the bar for my shift. Everybody round me taking the biscuit and the milk out of the
You know, as I sit here at 9:41 in the morning on a Sunday,
Yes.
slightly hungover,
Yes.
I think to myself, I truly am living for the weekend, which is why this next piece of news hit so hard for me.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Indie heroes, musical legends, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, future inductees,
Yeah.
presidents of the world, humanitarians, poets, Hard-Fi are back.
Huge.
Yeah, doing a reunion show at Kentish Town Forum, I believe.
Yes.
And it sold out in 10 minutes, and they said, that is truly amazing.
I mean,
You can't get more
Not
heartfelt than that.
not lying. It clearly was truly amazing. Scenes Hard-Fi back.
They've also said, we'll see you there in October. It's like, well, I fucking hope so, lads.
A gig of the year.
A gig that is happening in the year, yes.
He says he took to Facebook Live, the Hard-Fi frontman.
Of
Richard
course,
Archer.
Facebook Live is a very Hard-Fi platform, I would say.
Facebook Live, I felt like there was a phase where
Facebook
that was a very big deal. And then it kind of went away, and now it kind of exists in this world of like, there's people who only use Facebook Live as kind of like a platform.
Yeah, like, you know, preppers for the apocalypse and no one else, really.
And
Hard-Fi.
And Hard-Fi. Going to be huge, though. Looking forward to this. It's just good fun, isn't it? Stars of CCTV. The best thing to come out of Stains. Can we call
better
that?
than the name, yeah.
Yeah. What else is in Stains? Hold on, let me have a look.
And look at what's in Stains.
Yes. I don't know, just Stains upon Thames. Anyone listening from Stains? Also give us a
Shout
out. Tell you what's nearby.
Yeah.
Thorpe Park.
It is, yes, but actually Thorpe Park you would get off at Virginia Water Station, I believe, so not Staines.
Why did you know that right away?
I used to go through it on the way to uni.
I thought you meant to
I used to go
Thorpe
through
Park.
Thorpe Park. No, I used to go through Virginia Water Station, and it would say, "Hey, Staines was a big producer of linoleum." So there's a statue in the High Street commemorating the history of making linoleum.
I tell you what, some names have come from Staines. Just quickly, do you remember John Tickle from
I
the
do,
show
yeah.
Maniac? He was there.
I can do science, me. Yeah,
You can. Of course, Bobby Davro.
the one and only. What about
Richard-
All Alone? Important war pigeon.
And
Sorry, Dick Pepper.
I just saw that too.
Not sure about that one.
Don't know about that. Have to check him out. Oh God.
Also, a nice thing about Staines is that the town was the site of the Staines air disaster in 1972.
Nice thing.
At the time, the worst air crash in Britain. And then it says, The Lockerbie disaster, which was worse, was a terrorist act, so the stage crash remains England's worst air accident.
Why are you going in like that? Why would you look towards like the technicality?
Yeah,
just to
like, is
keep,
it like, oh, they've still got the crown, guys.
Hey guys. No.
We've squeaked in on a technicality. It's all okay.
One person rolling up to like an inquest, just being like, I think you'll find we've still got it, right?
We've still got the title.
Yeah. Well, Hardfire from Stains and Hardfire are back.
Why aren't they playing Stains on their reunion tour? Reunion show, sorry.
I mean,
the Stains Bowl.
Stains Bowl. I mean, that's probably why, isn't it? Stains Bowl. That sounds like.
Let's not go into what that sounds like.
Let's not go into that. Right, what we're going to do is after this wonderful track from Hardfire, we're going to cross over to me at the legendary 100 Club for our Dork's Night Out Great Escape warm-up show that we titled POE fucking go. Chatting to an amazing band. So, how do I do this? Do I run now?
Yeah, I reckon Living for the Weekend by Hardfire is long enough for you to get to the 100 Club a week in the past.
Sweet. Okay, I'll go now. You play the track.
I will. Here is Hardfire, Living for the Weekend.
And here we are. We're at the 100 Club, the legendary 100 Club, of course. We're here for Dork's Night Out. Great Escape. We're warming up. We're getting there. We're not quite at the beach yet because we don't need that. It's too hot today in particular. But don't worry, we're here with L'obectif. L'obectif, how are we doing? How are things?
We are good.
Swag.
I think I speak for the whole band saying we're having a very good time. Go on.
We need an explosion sound, please.
Patrick,
sort out. Louis.
Yeah, I'm feeling sickage.
Sickage.
We are having a Marvel time.
Marvel time.
That's the consensus.
It's the one sound effect so far. How does it feel? I guess how does it feel kind of like obviously being here, obviously getting ready, I guess, for the summer, basically at this point. How does it kind of like feel, I guess, in the world of the band at the moment? How are things?
Just feeling great. Well, apart from the fact we've got A-levels soon in like a month. Apart from that, it's all good. It's all good.
Glad to bring that up.
Yeah,
Right,
I know.
yeah.
I think we've got quite a few gigs coming up still, so we're going to have to like balance revision and start revising on the tour bus at this rate. It didn't go very well today. We tried.
You gave it a go at least.
Well, we gave it a go and Louis put his computer away after 5 minutes, so that's what's going on.
If any teachers are listening, they're
we didn't mean
revising
that.
hard. Promise you. They won't be listening to this. What sort of A-levels are we looking at? Obviously, this is an important discussion point. This is a music podcast, but we just want to know what your education
to be fair, we do take music. Well, Dan doesn't take A-levels, so he doesn't really.
So you're great.
He's good, but we're all taking music. I take English literature and drama as well.
Oh,
I take English language and drama.
I'll take the three academic ones: media, drama, music.
yeah, there it is.
Really? He's all right.
Doing a BTEC. Well, this is arguably the practical experience. Like, who needs to get all that in there?
Oh yeah,
Who
Dan
doesn't?
got reviewed for his. What did you have? What was it?
We got reviewed on our O2 Academy gig in Leeds. So my teachers came down to watch us and they were like, oh, that's all right.
That's all right. There it is.
That's his great. That's his BTEC there for playing a gig. So
Put it on the poster.
Yeah. Teachers are coming, so be on your best behaviour.
Yeah. Watch out. Any tonight, obviously, just give us a shout. Any revision that you can do during the show, it's always appreciated. We don't want to destroy education at the show. We destroy a lot of things, but we don't want that.
Not education.
No education. Never that.
Never.
I guess, like, in general, things seem to be like, I don't know, like going off at the moment. There's lots of stuff happening, playing a lot of shows, kind of knocking about, a lot of support shows as well. Like, how do you feel? Can you feel yourselves, I guess, getting better as a band with each kind of like set that happens? Like,
oh yeah.
We were awful the first one.
I'd hope so because we were shit at first, but like, we're getting better. Like, no, we are. I don't doubt ourselves. We're definitely getting better, tighter at least.
Yeah.
We should hope when we're playing loads of shows that if we were getting worse, something was going wrong.
Yeah, you need to have a discussion at that point.
We've been playing some. Like, we played a big gig the other week. We played Roundhouse with everything.
Oh, nice.
And we were very nervous for it, but then I think we smashed it. Although Ezra's bass string broke for the first time ever on the biggest gig we ever did. So how do you feel about that, mate? Everyone was really disappointed, kind of. But
I broke everything I possibly could have at the biggest gig we've ever done. But besides that, it was a great gig.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely the best gig we've ever played, really.
Nice, not bad. Big setting as well.
Yeah, it was massive.
Yeah. How was the Everything guys to you? Were they nice?
They're
Were they
lovely,
awful?
yeah.
We can bring them out now.
No. They weren't dickheads.
You're
at all.
listening,
They were
guys.
lovely. We're massive Everything fans. First gig me and Louis ever went to was at O2 Academy Leeds, seeing Everything, and then we played it with them like a couple of weeks ago.
Nice.
So that was a full circle moment for us. I wanted to tell them that, but I never got the chance.
Ah.
Did you? Oh, right.
yeah.
I don't know. I do really, it's a bit embarrassing, wasn't it?
How did
really?
you approach this?
I was
Because this is a big.
I was like,
I've got to
go. I've got to go to school tomorrow or something. You know, I don't. You know, it's Easter holidays, boys. I need to tell you now. You're my idol. No, I didn't say that. I was like, no, I kind of did.
I love that. No, I did.
No,
I did.
No, I was like,
I did.
Yo, this is. Thank you so much for having us on board. Even though we have the same manager, this. You know, we may have the same manager, but I really appreciate you boys having us on board. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Everything was fucking mental.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
So tight.
Nice stuff. And I guess when you go back and play, like, I say almost support slots, obviously in like Leeds, for example, like, is that kind of like a weird feeling for you, especially going to like venues that you kind of like, I guess, have been to, grew up in, everything like that? Is that quite an odd experience you found?
Yeah, I think odd, and also like we're embracing it though. I don't think we've been like freaked out by anything. I think like we were freaked out going into an empty Roundhouse and an empty O2 Academy Leeds. We were like, bloody hell, never seen it empty. It's amazing. So I don't think we're shying away from anything. Like, we've played some great venues in Leeds, so we're having a good time. We're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has felt weird. There has been moments where you're like, this is just odd that we're doing this. But
what sort of do you have a particular moment that you were like, oh, that was a bit weird?
I think O2, because everything had like this massive light show going on as well. So we arrived just for their sound check. We arrived to like an empty O2 Academy with lights everywhere, and we're like, fucking hell, this is sick. It was like we get to watch everything with a crowd of no one. Yeah. We'd been at school like.
It was.
Sorry, as it leaving school, being like, well, that's what you're doing. Like, I don't know, probably just gonna watch some TV or something.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That academy.
Yeah.
Gonna do that.
It's just little things.
What's the reaction like at school? Are people into it? Are they backing it? Obviously, when you get, when it's the big leagues, they'll all come crawling. But
my college is loving it. My college is loving it, man. Like, the teachers, like, because my college is a music performance specific, so it's like everyone's doing one subject. It's just music performance, so everyone there's loving it. Which I think that calls for an explosion sound effect, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick.
Well, yeah, our schools. Yeah, our school's not necessarily like a really indie music scene kind of place. It's like it's a school, really. So it's not. It's more of a science school, so they're not really. I don't know. We don't really like. We haven't been getting that much stick from it. I assume that we've got some support. I hope we do.
Positive.
Anyway.
That's positive. Not a lot of stick.
We used to get a lot of stick until we started doing all right, and then it's like.
Then they shut up a little bit. Yeah.
So yeah, I hope people are into it, but also at the same time, not really bothered if they're not.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're fine no matter what. Talking of being signed, obviously chess club and everything like that. What's it been like? I guess being part of the family there with such an acclaimed label. Like, how's it been? Have you had any parties yet with the team there?
We've had one singular party.
Ooh, good.
It went off. No, well, to be fair, there was not many people turned up. Will, the record label owner, was like, few people didn't turn up as much as he wanted, but we made our way from Leeds to get pissed on a school night.
Oh, come on, yeah.
We were not missing that at all.
Yeah.
So it's good. Yeah.
Alfie, where were you?
Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie.
We were
Shout
hoping
out.
to meet him. Well, we've met him now, but at the time we were like, wanted to get on the beers with him, but we eventually did that. So that's good.
Alfie, Alfie, explain your tardiness next time. Next time we talk.
Something about he's just got back from an American tour. Like,
Oh, yeah, well done, mate. Yeah, we've all done stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? We've all.
look,
From Leeds.
Let me talk to you about Leeds and everything like that. Seeing the reaction, of course, when music kind of came out as well, that must have been, I don't know, like, did you have expectations when that came out? And I guess, what's it been like seeing that kind of continue with like all the other tracks that are kind of like coming out? Like, how's that been? Has that kind of like affected you in any way, or do you feel like you've been like, it's all right actually?
what do you think, boys? What are you saying? I feel like we've the reaction to seeing our music like getting on different playlists and people like coming up to us that we've never met saying, "Oh, we really like this song." It's it's cool. We just started off like in my bedroom and getting a band practice, and no one was there. And now people are listening to it and singing along to the words at some gigs. So it's cool. We really enjoyed it. Anything else you'd like to add?
It makes me very proud, to see a few years ago we were just in a garage fucking about, and now we've got people singing words back to us, and it's a beautiful moment, really. I'm loving it.
Making me tear up.
Yeah. You got a gig coming on, like, yeah. Do we have like violins, Patrick? Just add them in now, thank you. That's perfect.
Proud, man.
Nice. No, it's amazing. I guess looking ahead, obviously this is start of kind of like, I guess, a really huge summer for you guys. Is it very much back-to-back shows, festivals, getting out there? Like, is that the aim?
We're definitely we're trying to sort something out, but festival's been difficult because of COVID. Like everything's pushed back. Because we became a band during COVID.
Yes.
And we weren't really booked for anything, so it's kind of been hard to go on festivals. But we are playing. Don't know if this is announced yet. Is this announced?
We can bleep it if it's not.
Right.
So.
We are. Well, I won't say what it is, but we're playing France at a point this year.
Nice.
So that's our first like
international.
So we're going global now. We're like a global enterprise after that. I don't.
No. France is fine. Yeah. We do.
The general country. We'll just get...
We are playing.
Offensive word, France.
Of course, yeah. That's going to go down a storm, right?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. But
that was the aim all along.
If we get on stage and we go, "Hello, we're L'obectif," in the most Yorkshire accent we can do, they're going to be like, "Fucking hell, what is this?"
Who are these?
They're like,
people?
"Oh, we want to see a French band," and then Dan, yes, guys. They'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Let me talk to you about Ellen Road, and they're like, "Oh,
we don't speak about Ellen Road." Thing is, we're from Leeds, but none of us are Leeds. Well, Dan's not even a Leeds fan.
No,
his dad is. So his dad would hate. Who's our tour manager would hate us saying this about Ellen Road.
I'm just not a football guy, man.
Not a football.
I'm just not into the football, but if I said to my dad I'm not a Leeds fan, I'd probably get disowned. Or
It's like an accepted, okay, we can deal with this, exactly. And I guess in terms of like new music as well, like do you have kind of like things set out, I guess, that come, and does it feel like everything's kind of like falling into place in terms of that regard?
I think so. I think there's a level of uncertainty about what we're doing. Like, I feel like we're taking things as they come as well. We're very much living in the moment of what we're doing because we don't know really what we're doing at the back end of this year. Never mind, like
don't know what we're doing next week.
Yeah. Really. But we've got an EP coming out soon, so that should be good. We definitely know that's
coming. That's happening.
That's been announced, Dan. Have you not known that?
No.
Didn't know.
So all we know is France EP.
Yeah.
There's a single coming soon.
Oh, we tease. This
is what it goes like. Dan, give us a rendition
of what?
The new single.
Oh, it's pretty good.
That's the rendition. That's the chorus. It's pretty good.
And with that, you have to wait and see. You have to wait and see. ... It's pretty good. L'obectif, a pleasure. Enjoy the show later on. We don't have that new single because again, it's a tease.
It's a tease.
But we can play Get Close. So we're going to play that now. A pleasure.
We need an explosion before then. We need an explosion to send this off. So Patrick, do your work.
Tell if you bluff me. Give me your numbers. I can make you become things you didn't even know. Thought we ended the show and there's still credits rolling.
the legendary 100 Club. It's an official thing we have to say every time. It is legendary. It is legendary. It is legendary. It's a legendary place. We're joined as part of Dork's Night Out with The Great Escape by Malady. How are we doing?
We are doing very well today.
Nice.
Very well today. Kaleem, how are you doing?
Excellent.
Yeah, I am great. I am set. You've just sound checked, all set, all ready to go for the night.
Yeah. Sounding big/large according to Opus Kink. So I'm excited now.
Look, that's what they said. Like, they don't say that to everyone. They didn't say that to me. We did a chat earlier and it wasn't happening. I guess, yeah, how are things with you guys in general as a band? Like, how are things, I guess, starting kind of like the year now? Or like, is it something where, like, I guess, like, have you been kind of like working on stuff over the past few months, or has it been like, this is like, I guess, the start of what's to come for you guys in 2022, I guess?
I mean, yeah, the last 6 months or so have been pretty hectic in terms of like, we had a lineup change. It's sort of like, this is our first show in about like 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
So it's like, we're sort of just getting back on our feet and like getting back into the swing of things. But yeah, we've been like writing, recording, sort of like plugging away in the background.
Yeah.
So yeah, this year has basically just started for us.
Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, we're going. You know, like, nah, we're going to take it easy. Like, you know.
We don't start here until summer.
Yeah. We don't want anything else in that regard. But I guess, yeah, it must be, I guess, coming out to playing like with a new lineup as well. I believe it's a new drummer, if that's right.
Yeah.
Like, how's that been? I guess, yeah, kind of like him coming into the band. Like, how's that been kind of like playing together?
It's been really smooth considering you know the circumstances. We got up to speed so quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, today like we're really confident, you know.
Yeah. First show. This is it. Yeah.
100 Club.
Yeah. We're gonna start you at the 100 Club. You're good with that, right? Yeah. Just dive on in. But that's nice. Has he added like, I guess, kind of like a new, I don't want to say like dynamics. You've already had your own kind of like thing going on, but can you feel that when you're like playing together?
Yeah, definitely, because everyone has a different style of playing.
Yeah,
he's very like jazzy he's from a jazz background, so it's like you can feel that within his playing, and it's like, yeah, it has a different flavour.
Nice.
It wasn't there.
Yeah. There's
other flavours.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with those flavours.
Yeah.
But a flavour nonetheless.
Oh, lovely taste palette going on.
Flavour specifically is the baked lentil crisps. That's his preferred flavour. He told me that earlier.
Well, I'm glad we get to the bottom of the important topics on here. Just baked lentil crisps. Shout out, please. We are looking for sponsorship all the time on this show, so like, if you can help all of us out, we'll have it. We'll dive in. I guess for you guys in general, like putting out music and kind of seeing that reaction even before, kind of like obviously like last year and kind of like before that as well. How's that been for you guys, putting that out and seeing the reaction? Has it been something where you kind of were putting it out and were like, oh, I don't, like, let's just see what happens with this kind of thing? Like, what's that been like for you guys?
I mean, when we released London, which was November 2020, which is crazy. Like, we weren't expecting, we were expecting it to do the rounds and like, I don't know, have some sort of reception, but it's like, it's got like 600,000 streams on Spotify now. I'm just like, how, where, what, like, and it's still to this day, I'm like, who's listening?
Where's the main country?
There's a main country.
That's streaming.
Is it okay?
USA, that's like Australia.
Australia.
Huge. Yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we're not looking at any of that. Yeah.
You want to know how your song's doing, you know, we want to know like, where you're.
Yeah. And it kind of like, it's good to see, like, I guess it's almost like motivation to be like, do you know what, this is connecting with people.
Like, people actually want to listen to like your shit, so it's just like, you're like,
sweet.
Yeah, no, it's good to like, when it's been so long where you just sort of like plug away at things and you don't really have reception from like the outside world, especially like during COVID, because that's when we sort of got London together, and obviously Famous Last Words was like May of last year, so it's all very like, I don't know, been very pandemic.
Yeah, you almost haven't been able to kind of do it as you probably would have in terms of like doing loads of shows and getting out there and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
a bit delayed, but finally getting to a point where it feels good.
It feels good. And in terms of like, I guess what you're kind of like working on music wise as well, it feels like you kind of, you know, like you say, you're drawing from a range of different kind of like influences and stuff. Is that something you kind of like, do you kind of like see that continuing kind of like as you go on? But is there certain areas that you're like, oh, we're going to maybe look at doing more of this or something like that? Or do you just like the fact you can just combine and mix them all, basically?
Obviously, I think we're finally getting to a point where we've sort of figured out what our actual sound is, and it's just a case of just like refining it, also developing it like each time. So it's like it's always going to change and like evolve, but I think it's just going to become more like focused and not be so like sporadic and just like chaotic. What it does, yeah.
You've had that moment now, so you're like, we got rid of that. That's thrown away. You're like, now we're all good from here. Cheers, Sailing. Nice. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you've been working with Dave McCracken. Is that right?
Dave McCracken, lovely guy. I went to the studio with him for the past maybe like 2 or 3 weekends to just like write, refine, just plug away at things.
Nice.
He's actually coming down tonight, so shout out Dave McCracken.
Shout out Dave, if you are around, I will put a microphone in front of your face. Did find Dave at a pub the other day, and he was talking about you all the time.
Oh really?
So,
which pub was it?
This was the Boogaloo.
Was that when he was doing the Swim Deep?
Swim Deep.
Yeah, I listened to that. I was like, I think it was like Champions League on like one screen, and then Dave McCracken on the other.
Telling Beyonce stories.
Yeah.
Just normal.
Oh, yeah.
Just normal, isn't it? Normal, isn't it? Has it been good to kind of, I guess, I don't know, like work, I guess, with someone like that? And has he kind of helped you kind of like work out exactly what you want to do? Like, has that been the thing for you?
Yeah, because I don't know, even as we've gone away from the studio with him, it's like when we go back to Charlie's room to work on stuff, it's just like we're sort of thinking, exactly.
Yeah.
What would Dave do?
What would Dave do? Yeah. That's amazing.
It's so good.
The chemistry in the studio with him is so encouraging, and
I have to make everyone feel good.
Amazing. Yeah, and that's kind of like what you want, especially when you're like going forwards. Like, oh, here we go. It's all right. A little bit of background music. It's fine though. It wasn't as bad the last time we were here, and one of the bands was sound checking. Just came straight into the ball. Like, it was great. It's much clearer than that. It's all good. For you guys now, like you say, it's just kind of first show of the year. Going forward, I guess you're looking at, obviously, I guess getting out there as much as possible now that things are kind of like, right, we've got our kind of like, we're together, we know exactly what we're doing now. Like, is that, I guess, the ambition for this year in terms of just getting out and playing live, or is it very much we've also got these kind of like set of releases and getting stuff as well too? Is that kind of the vision for the year?
Trying to juggle all the balls at the same time.
Juggling it. Yeah.
Like, we need to make up ground on what we've sort of lost in terms of on the live sort of scene. And also it's just like we can't, because what's the problem that we've had with the past couple of releases is just like the gap between it, and it's just like we want to sort of, I don't know, keep on pushing while you've got momentum. You don't want to be like, that was me like sticking up and then down and up and
just
then
want to flag for everyone listening.
You want to be like a steady,
a steady ride.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's cool. And I guess it starts with, like, say, obviously going to Great Escape as well, and kind of like doing those sort of shows.
Besides.
Always the favourite. And I guess, like, for you as well, like, ambition wise, do you have something in mind? Do you have like, do you know what, we want to be a band who does this, or is it like a specific thing? Like do you have that in mind, or is it very much you just want to create and just go for it? This is your time to call out anyone. This is not like some boxing match, but like this is the time.
No, obviously, I don't know. You all have like silly little ambitions.
Yeah.
Like, want to play this stage at Glastonbury? I think it's just being able to actually be a band that's doing like the festival circuits, like got the good support slots, like a headline, like selling out a headline show like in the next 365 days would actually be like
amazing.
Mental. Also just like just making lots and lots of music, like EPs. I mean, that's actually like all of it.
Just get it ready, get it started. I guess that starts with Round the Bends. Is that kind of like almost like a signal of like what comes next for you guys in terms of musically as well?
I'd say so. It's just everything that comes now will just be a sort of refined, more focused like blending of everything that was in that tune.
Yeah. And I guess getting it across live as well, is that something you found quite natural in terms of like I say, obviously like recording and getting that all done? Have you found it quite natural to bring that live, or has it kind of like been the other way around? Like you've been like a live band who's then gone into kind of like more of a recorded element.
I feel like when, like, especially Round the Bend, when we perform it live, we can it lives up to the recording, but then it has the extra, the live essence.
Yeah. There's like a feeling to it. There's a feeling to it. Well, that's great. Well, we'll hear it tonight. But obviously, if you're listening to this you've missed tonight, but that's your fault. So, but
Sit in on your.
Yeah, look at you listening. Yeah, they're not. But you will also be at the Dork stage at the Great Escape. So
Brighton Pier. That's actually gonna be so. I'm gonna love it.
Horatio's, what a place. You know, we'll go on the rides. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't eat the donuts. They'll absolutely. Ooh, no, don't do that. Anyway, Malady, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy the set. We're gonna play Round the Bend now, which is great. So let's have a listen. A pleasure. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But still I'll find you in the sanctuary around the bend, straight and narrow, well listen. In the sanctuary around the bend, the madness echoes in your soul forever. When you're feeling less than whole, I'll find you there. In the sanctuary around the bend.
We're back at the legendary 100 Club. We're gathered outside in what can only be described as a cavern? Let's go with cavern. But we're joined by Opus Kink. Guys, how are we doing? How are things? How is life? What's happening?
Life is many things, but today life is good because we're at the 100 Club.
Yeah.
This gentleman Sam and I are slightly worse for wear, but it's our own stupid fault.
You're gonna have to.
It was
explain.
just the typical. The night before the big night.
The Wednesday.
Is the big night.
Yeah, Wednesdays are always.
You know.
But
we made it here. We had a sleep in Soho Square. So.
We've had a sleep.
Yeah.
We're sorted. You know, it's fine. I mean, Wednesdays after all were Meerkat Wednesdays for a long time, so it's a famous history, if you will. That you got to go big.
What's Meerkat Wednesday?
That was obviously when you could get 2-for-1 film tickets every Wednesday. Don't know if it's still going.
I never availed myself.
Well, it's there. I mean, maybe if anyone listening, we can dive on it.
I thought it was Orange Wednesday, wasn't it?
There was Orange, and then it was lost. Yeah, commercialism once again destroying the fabric of our lives. I guess in general for you guys, like, how are things? Obviously playing a lot of shows. You were here not too long ago, headlining, of course, as well. How has it been in recent times? Like, shows. Like, have you seen this kind of build up of reaction?
Yeah,
like, how are you doing?
Shows have been amazing recently. Bristol was the last one, which I always say this. Love Bristol. Big up Bristol. Yeah.
Shout out Bristol always.
Yeah, the London and Bristol shows have been mad. Bedford as well.
Oh, okay.
Bedford.
Yeah. I did not expect.
Mine, yeah, every time. But it's been great.
It's been great. Do you kind of see that natural kind of like growth, I guess, of like people coming to the shows, getting involved in the music and everything?
And the
satisfying.
The entry of the new trumpet player Jack.
Yes.
Kind of changed the game for us a bit.
Nice.
We can officially call ourselves jazz punk, I think now.
Well, before the credentials were not there.
No, I don't know what the fuck it was before that.
It was a hollow jazz ideology, but now it's there.
It was strange noodling.
Yeah, strange noodling. Put it on the poster. We're ready to go. But no, it must be obviously great to great to be out and doing shows. And like for you guys, is it very much like we want to just get out and play as much as possible at this point for you?
Absolutely, yeah. It's kind of the time of do everything.
Yes.
For better or worse for your general state of well-being.
As said, as the struggle continues today.
Do everything and anything.
Yeah.
Night and day. I was about to say within reason, but I'll do anything.
Just want to put that out there.
Whatever you want.
Just let me know. Just buy a ticket, buy a t-shirt. That's all.
Just give me some beer and buy a t-shirt. Tickle me somewhere I fancy, and then it's fine.
And it's anything will do. Anything will dive in. Obviously putting out new music as well. The reaction to that, because I guess, can you see obviously playing the live shows, getting that reaction live, but is it I don't know, is it something different to kind of see that when you're like the recorded music coming out? It's a little bit of a different world, or like how are you finding it?
What do you mean? Is the recorded band a different beast?
Yeah.
Completely. I mean, it's hard to. As many groups will attest, it's hard to bottle the fire sometimes. But I think you and I are happy with the fact that they are different things and shall remain different things. You know, unless there's like a live album or something like that. But the studio is things happen that can't on stage, and then things happen on stage that can't in the studio. So never or very rarely the twain shall meet. When they do, it's gold. But,
who knows what will happen? Yeah, we're still waiting.
Work in progress each way.
Yeah, nice. And I guess you're playing obviously Great Escape, of course. While we're here, we're warming up for Great Escape, of course. In your hometown, which I believe is this the first time you played like the Great Escape proper?
First time.
Yeah.
About time.
Which is
come on.
Have a word, guys. Like
no, we love you, Great Escape.
Yeah, we love it, dearly. Are you looking forward to that in particular, or is it just a case this summer you've just got like all these shows you want to get out? Like, do you put any importance next to any other shows in particular?
I mean, Great Escape's a big one because I've been going there, living in Brighton and everything. Been going there for a long time. But yeah, it'd be great to play some festivals.
Yeah.
That's going to be real fun. It's going to be real fun.
Look at that cell. Yeah. It's going to be
saying that with a slight sense of dread.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Selecting that word and you chose fun.
The insights.
What can I say, man?
It's all going to be really nice.
It's all going to be decent.
Nice and fun.
Nice and fun and a happy time indeed.
And good.
Yes, well, here's hoping. You never know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
that's what we're after. That's what we're after. Debut EP coming out this summer, I believe, if that's
June
right.
the 17th.
June the 17th. Shout out, plug everyone.
June the 17th.
June the 17th.
Be there, even though it's a nebulous, non-locational thing.
But be there. Yeah, but be there nonetheless. Like, do you? I don't say you put pressure on, like, because it's quite like it's a landmark kind of thing, even in its own way. Like, do you put pressure kind of like on that, or are you very much just like, do you know what? We're here. This gives us a fuel to go out and play live. In
this moment, no. I'm going to say no. I think it's
now I've brought it up. Oh shit! No.
By the time the thing comes out, whatever it is, you're so far ahead in terms of. I don't necessarily mean like improved. You're far ahead into whatever the next thing is. So it's a bit of a latent thing. But it is very exciting. I don't want to belittle that at all. It's very exciting.
Nice.
But it's kind of like, right, next.
Yeah. It's like, cool, done that. Let's get on to the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah. And doing stuff with Nice Swan, of course, as well.
The veritable Nice Swan.
Acclaim label. How did that all come together? And how's it been? Kind of like just, I guess, being a part of that kind of like, well, with its pedigree, I guess, as well.
That was the Jazz, the keyboard player.
Nice.
Just emailed them. Like, here's a demo. Do you want to do it? And they're like, yeah, right.
I want to get the insights.
Fine.
BBC introducing live. This is it. Just send the email. Just pitch it in.
It's been good. It's nice to, whatever field it may be, it's nice to grow alongside people, and Nice One have been great.
Yeah.
So it's the same with people friends that we've made music videos with, or like journalists and photographers and artists and designers. Just nice to grow alongside people.
Being along for the ride.
Nice One feels kind of that ilk.
Nice. And do you have like, I guess, ambition? Do you think about that? Like, where do we want to be? Do you have
straight to the top?
Straight.
Man.
If the top of the pops was there, take on
where
the
air
biggest
is
stage.
fresh and clean.
Yes.
Yeah. Stadiums.
Yep.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Probably be too good for stadiums at that point. It would be like Rio de Janeiro.
Yes,
I was with like a monkey on my shoulder, like literally and metaphorically.
I thought you were going to say Rio de Janeiro beach.
That as well. As I said before, I will do anything.
Yeah. Just want to clarify.
Yeah.
Will do anything. Enjoy the set tonight. It's going to be wonderful to see.
I do hope so.
We're going to play a track now, but we're not going to play it because it's going to be awkward if we just stand there and listen to it.
I'll play it.
Yeah, if you just play it, that'd be really great. We're going to play the Unrepentant Soldier because it's a good one. It's a good one.
Good Lord, is he unrepentant?
Yeah, it is indeed. Opus Kink, a pleasure. Enjoy the show.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Dead from the start and he bends and tilts his bucket to receive as I fade the bouquet of my veins, and it's done. The wheel is turning. It's the same old refrain, and it will come again. Oh, how the wind was howling in the bright indifferent sky. There will be another face in hell tonight. Unrepentant
And you're back. You've made it back. How was the Legendary 100 Club?
Oh, what a time.
Was it legendary?
It was legendary as always. Wonderful night. Great to be there. 3 amazing bands. Cheers to everyone who came along. It was a really, really good time. Gets you in the mood for the Great Escape, Jake.
Mood.
The mood. Gets you in the mood for it. Where, of
Remember
course,
when Stormzy released Big for Your Boots and said Buttes? That was weird, wasn't it?
Never do Big for Your Boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anyone ask him about that?
I don't know. I feel like because he's at that level where he only does like one big interview, no one got the chance to say, "What the fuck?"
Excuse me, sir.
If I ever see
What
him,
is this?
if I ever see him, I'll ask.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. We'll agree on that. On that. But yeah, obviously, come to.
I have actually met Stormzy.
Have you? How did that go?
I was at Rough Trade. He was doing a panel talk, and then he went through the crowd to go out and have a cigarette, and he said, "Excuse me, mate." And I said, "Oh yeah, no worries." And he left.
And you turned around, put your hand across your mouth, and went, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" He knows who I am.
I said, "That man is way too big for his buttes."
This makes it sound like we're about to play some big people, which we're not, because it's not.
It's not a new track.
It's not a new track. Not a new track. So let's get on to that now. One thing to
Stormzy, if you're listening, please do explain the buttes.
Please explain your buttes. Obviously, a Great Escape. Yeah, come down. We've got a stage Thursday night. So see you there. We've warmed up. Now let's do the thing. So yeah, come on through. Malady will be there. They're always there. They're coming around.
Always. They live at Horatio's. New music. New music?
Yes, new music.
New music.
My alarm went off there.
I did wonder what happened.
So,
new
so that was
music.
good. But new music is here, so it's fine.
Why did you have an alarm set for 9:48?
I don't know. See, my phone was having a bit of a mare. Like, what can I say with this? Like, it just kind of goes off when it wants to, which is not really what you want an alarm to be.
Sort of like a football firm.
Kind of like a football firm, yes. That's exactly right. But don't fear. Jamie's here.
Great.
And the time is right for dancing in the street.
New music.
Yes. Interestingly, what's great about alarms is it wakes you up from sleeping. But Holly Humberstone's new track is called Sleep Tight.
Wow.
Oh. See?
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Wow.
Brand new one from Holly. Co-written with the 1975's Matty Healy and Rob Milton. This is just another amazing track from Holly. I think, we've said it before that she's continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and like the songs just
in stature,
not in terms of
physicality.
No,
she has stopped growing.
Well, I mean, you don't know if
that's true.
It might be getting taller. You don't know.
That's true.
Holly, if you can confirm, that'd be really appreciated. I really appreciate it. But this, I don't know, it just feels like this natural kind of way of songwriting and this effortless kind of nature of kind of like her voice in particular just makes it seem like every single track is always amazing and better than the one before. Like, you know, she can go for something like London is Lonely, which really felt like completely stripped back and very, very raw in a lot of places, to this, which kind of feels like, I don't know, this just this perfectly put together indie pop song is how I feel about it. It's an amazing track.
It is. It is.
And just wonderful.
And long may she continue to grow non-physically.
Yes. Grow in terms of her
Prestige.
place in the world. Exactly. Prestige. That's what we want from Holly. Take over it. Let's have a listen now, though. This is Sleep Tight, Holly Humberstone.
And now we're in the back of your car. We're gonna take it too far. God knows I've missed this. I miss this feeling. You take off your jeans and my heart started screaming. God knows I've missed this feeling. This feeling.
You see?
That was absolute nonsense. Not the track, what you were talking about before the track. Never has a man made so little sense for so long.
You should know this by now. This is the show that we do, Jake.
Well, I always think to myself, it might be bad, but there are good times coming, which is the new song by Sinead O'Brien.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, third track from the debut album coming out in June. Good month for albums, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like there's another one coming out, at least one. Maybe two.
There's at least one. Yeah, we've cleared the
Can't
diary.
remember, but I just remember June seems to come up a lot, you know?
Yeah, I guess because June is... I feel like June is probably one of the better months of the year.
You reckon?
Yeah, July gets a bit of a... I don't know.
Well,
you're in the
July's
middle
my
of it.
birthday, so...
Yeah.
But anyway, it is another slab of punk poetry, sort of, you know, that like we said before about Sinead, that kind of second wave of this post-punk stuff that's a bit more experimental and a bit more like happy to move within the boundaries of that genre. And this is basically a poem with music, and I don't really like poems, and I like this song, so it must be good.
Great. There you go.
Right.
That's a good sign.
It's so good that I enjoy it. So good.
So good stuff. I think Sinead O'Brien, like every new track that comes out shows this another kind of side to what she's kind of like all about. And this kind of upcoming album, I think, is going to be really, really interesting because she's kind of been around. I don't want to say she's been around for a while, but been around with kind of like playing with various bands and artists on like bills and stuff. And she's always kind of stood out as like something completely different and fresh. So I'm really excited to see like I guess a full body of work of that because
Plus,
I think that'll be
what
the
I
best
enjoy is
representation.
the song is quite oblique, so I thought I'd read what Sinead O'Brien says about the song to get a better understanding of it.
Right, yes.
So Sinead says, it's a hyper-real close-up look at the surroundings of this place and a glance to the horizon. Mundane observations weave in and around concepts of, and then all in capitals, rituals, manifestations, intentions. A mantra anchors me as I spin and fall in an alternate space. Watch the ripple effect of things play out. Life, ideas, episodes. A subtle movement makes the biggest tremors. So that's cleared that up.
Wow. Yeah.
Now we know exactly what the song's about. Thanks, Sinead.
I think you'll find it's not a dream, it's a restless night. We've all had those, right?
Great. Thank you for your insight. This is Sinead O'Brien with There Are Good Times Coming.
Throw a coin in the fountain, a curse in your name, a praise in vain of kindness. There are good times coming. For love or for money, there are good times coming. Roadstones glitter under the first star this year I saw. Shakes the earth here on which I walk. Crowd calls. Crisscross across the railroad.
Wonderful stuff from Sinead. Looking forward to what comes next.
Me too.
Wonderful.
What's coming next on the show, Jamie?
What's coming next is some more new music, and this one is from long time friend of the show,
Les Dennis.
Yes. I thought we talked about Holly Humberstone, we've talked about Sinead O'Brien, two brilliant tracks, and we've got Les Dennis has got one out as well. So that's what he's doing.
We've spoken about Vin Diesel before, so it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, definitely gone off the deep end. We're talking about Baby Queen, who's dropped a brand new track called "Colours of You." First new track since November, which is. I don't know, which feels, I think, extra long because obviously Baby Queen went through a phase of just releasing a track that feels like every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like just solidly like, bam, here's another song, bam, here's another song. So kind of like taking that time, that's kind of like time and space. And this track, The Return, is something just completely different to anything that she's done before.
Yeah, I was really surprised when I listened to it, but it's a really nice track, I think. It's really...
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad that she took that time if this is sort of what's coming out the other side of it. It feels like a really considered and just really nicely put together like first track of 2022 for her.
It's like there's an atmospheric nature to it. It's like completely different to anything that we've heard before. And it just again shows off just the incredible lyrics and just ability to just carve a really stunning pop song together. So it's amazing stuff. And it's also it was previewed obviously, and it's been kind of like involved in Heartstopper, which is a new Netflix show. Have you seen it, Jake?
I haven't.
About this?
No.
Have you heard about the show?
No, I've heard about the show. I haven't seen the show.
Okay.
Have you?
Should we watch it together?
No.
Why not?
Don't really like you outside of a work context.
Oh.
Colleagues, not friends.
Okay. The distance is here. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. You
Okay.
know, the physical distance to Liverpool mirrors the emotional distance we have between our hearts.
Okay. Don't know how to take this. This is an amazing track, though.
It is. It's true.
This is The Colours of You by Baby Queen. Glorious. It's all right. That soothes me.
Have you recovered?
I've recovered from that kind of that moment we just had.
Well, you shouldn't ask if you don't want the answer. You could have let it lie.
Amazing track, Bill Baby
Yes,
Queen.
and Viagra Boys are back for my last track. They've announced the new album Cave World and shared the first song, Ain't No Thief, which is just as bizarre as you would expect from Viagra Boys. In the video, they're preaching in a church for some reason.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really have anything to do with the lyrics of the song.
No.
So not sure what's happening there. Sort of an evangelical preacher. And the song itself, basically the lyrics are about a man who has first of all, he has a jacket,
right,
which had something about shrimp on the back of it, which an unnamed second person says was given out by their grandma at their birthday or anniversary. So he must have stolen it. And he says, well, maybe she made another one and I met her in the supermarket and she liked me, so she gave it to me.
Just listen to that back, everyone. Just go back and listen to that again.
I've also listened to this song quite a few times and I'm still kind of struggling to piece together the narrative, to be honest. And also the same with a lighter, which he says he might have got made himself that just happened to be identical to the one which was stolen. And he ain't no thief. It's great. It's good stuff. The song itself is also just as chaotic. So I'm really looking forward to the album, I guess. The first album was this real sort of like, that punky sort of thing. They kind of came out of nowhere. Then the second one, they went quite jazzy on it and more experimental. Yeah. And this one seems even more unhinged in the best way. So I am very much looking forward to seeing what the fuck they do next. Because if this is the first single off of it, this is the one that they went, yes, this is the radio-friendly one. This is the one that'll get people
expand. This will expand our audience and our network.
They've also, because the album's called Cave World, they have a song on the album called Cave Hole.
Wow.
Cave Hole.
Whoa. Don't end up there, do you?
You don't, no.
Because that would be terrifying. They're playing Brixton Academy, though, in next year, which is quite...
They are. Yes, they're also on tour in the US with Shame, which is a wonderful bill that I wish they were doing in the UK.
That's a great time out. But alas, America, obviously our American listeners.
Yep, the multitudes.
Yeah, of course. Go enjoy it.
This is Ain't No Thief by Viagra Boys. Ain't no thief! And those were the tracks that was, as they say.
Yeah, that was the past 2 weeks, and those are the four best tracks.
Well, let's stop thinking about tracks and start thinking about the main course. We've had the amuse-bouche. Now let's have the main album.
Yes,
and we've got an all-you-can-eat buffet of albums this week, haven't we?
We've got two.
Yes, we've got two.
We've got two.
Both cover stars. One former, one current. Both great albums. Both great times.
Yeah, we thought it would only we couldn't not talk about either of these. You know?
Yeah. So we're going to talk about both of these.
Exactly. Shall we start with Fontaines D.C?
Let's.
Who at time of recording are number one.
Yes.
the album
Well,
chart.
their second album, we had a feature with them, but we didn't put them on the cover, so they got to number 2.
Yes.
And then this album, we put them on the cover of Dork, straight in at number 1. So
again, you're welcome, everyone.
Yes.
You know,
anyone who wants the number 1, hit us up. We'll be happy to provide.
We reunite bands. We bring kind of bands back after long times away.
We do it all.
Get them number 1s. Get bands charting. This is what we do.
This
so just
is
give
it.
us a shout.
Grinding away at the coalface of indie music.
Exactly that. Fontaines D.C. though, what do you make of this new album, Jake? Obviously,
It's
you
great.
had the chat.
I love it.
With the guys,
With Green and Carlos,
Carlos.
yes. And I also reviewed the album, which was in last month's issue of Dork. Or this month's. This month's. It's in this month's.
This month's.
Maybe. It's in an issue of Dork.
Get both.
5
Get
stars.
both months. Get both.
5 stars. It's great. I think it's a real culmination of what they were doing on the first 2 albums, of them as a band. Clearly at the point where they're happy to experiment. Also clearly at the point when they know exactly what the limits of that experimentation should be. I think it's just so well put together as an album and so great sort of thematically. Like they've got stuff to say, having moved to London and obviously talking about kind of Irishness in London as a sort of diaspora community. So it's kind of backed up by having like actual things to talk about, but it's not heavy going. It's not like it's not like you only listen to it for the message kind of thing. It's also musically really accomplished, and some of the songs on it are just bangers. So honestly, for me, my favorite album of the year so far. I think
he's called it. He's called it. He's got in. I think it's. It's just one of those things where after that kind of second album, it really could. They could have gone anywhere, and it feels like. It doesn't feel like they've gone, right, we need to completely reinvent what we do or completely go down this, like, when like sometimes, get a band or an artist goes in the studio and they're like, oh, we were just really listening to a certain genre of music and it's a style and they then write like that. In this one, it's kind of like, it just feels like a natural extension.
Yeah, I think it's they're looking back and taking what worked from that first album and that second one. And when I spoke to them, they said the second album had so little Irishness in it because they were so sick of being pegged as the Irish band. And now they've kind of got some distance from that and they're established enough. They felt like they could go back and re-examine that and include some of the more trad stuff from Ireland that they left out on the second one, but also include stuff that don't feel pigeonholed. Which I think really comes across on it. And then the lyrics themselves and like the themes behind it are a real examination of what it means to be Irish in a way that I think if you're from any country, if you're in the country of origin, you don't really think about it because everyone around you is the same. But as soon as you move out of that country to somewhere else where people have different views of that country, you start thinking to yourself, well, what does it mean to be from where I'm from? And I think that's the kind of the backbone that runs through it all. And I think it really ties the album together and it really does add an extra layer to it.
Yeah, it's definitely an album that, sit, listen to, repeated listens, get involved in, would be the suggestion. I just like the fact that there's the songwriting themselves in terms of it's like there was I don't want to say there was a style of a Fontaines D.C. track, but especially on that first album, you were like, okay, I kind of get what that is.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it feels like it's just completely flipped and changed and morphed into, I don't know, just like a band who can write these stunning tracks one moment, can write this kind of like feverish intensity tracks the next, but all kind of still be under one umbrella.
Yeah, 100%.
It's it's a really, really amazing album. And also the fact they get a number 1 from it as well. It's wonderful.
Well deserved.
Well deserved indeed. Fontaines D.C. just being tremendous. Jake, what track do you reckon we should play from this?
I think we should play Big Shot, which is one of my favourites, and also wasn't one of the singles, so will be new to everyone who, for some reason, only listens to music on this show and doesn't ever listen to music outside of it.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself?
So yeah, this is Big Shot by Fontaines D.C.
thought it was going to be a Billy Joel cover for a really brief moment of time.
It wasn't.
You wanna be up? That song.
Yep.
Have a listen.
Blossoms.
Yes.
Cover stars.
Moving on from one cover stars to the next. Blossoms, Ribbon Around the Bomb, the brand new album from Stockport's finest, has dropped, and it's a beauty.
It is
huge
very
fan.
different to the Fontaines album, I would say.
Yeah, very, very different.
But we have range.
I don't think anyone has said we have range.
We have range.
You know, if we can do stand up, we can do poetry,
do a deep existential monologue. We can talk about the new Blossoms album.
We can.
All these things and more. What do you think of the new Blossoms album, Jamie?
I really, really, really like it. I think it is what they've done so well. It's better. I think we saw it on Foolish Love in Spaces. Was this more American-esque, like classic songwriting, kind of come into their kind of like, I don't know, canon, and the result now is they're kind of in this phase of just a band who just are just. It feels classic already. Like you're listening to it, there's a real tone and kind of like place with everything that they do. And this album just feels like the next step for them from that. There's elements of kind of like everything that was going on in Foolish Love in Spaces, but still with like if you listen now from kind of like second, I guess all the albums really, you can see this growth all the way through. And there were songs on that last album that were definitely like, you know, you can see we're like leading the way towards this. And I just love this album. It's such a rich album. It's such like a cinematic soundtrack kind of album. You know, it feels like it was made.
The
to kind of plug
cinematic
in.
stuff is definitely like, it almost feels to me like some of these tracks could be on like an early Wes Anderson film.
Yes.
Like almost like a montage in the Royal Tenenbaums would be like perfect for half the tracks on this album. But then also, I mean, like they've got a 7-minute one in here as well, which I think is like again, it's like that real thing of like a few albums in them just being like happy to experiment and knowing exactly how to make it work. Because I think going into this, you'd be like, oh, okay, I kind of get the vibe here, and then they're like, oh yeah, this next song is 7 minutes long now, and you're like, oh okay, it works, but it's not what I expected going into it.
Yes. No. Yeah, exactly. You're like, when you think of a Blossoms kind of record, you do think of like those standout like bam,
like a jangly sort of indie sort of anthem. Although having said that, the first single off of the last album, which I've forgotten the name of,
Foolish Love in Spaces. Is that what you think of?
Maybe, quite possibly. Maybe it was the first track. There was a track on the last album that was weird. That's what I'm going to say.
How was it? Was that If You Think This Is Real Life?
It is that one, yes. And I loved that. And that was what actually listening to that track is what elevated me from like casual fan of Blossoms to like really sitting up and paying attention. Because it was like so different to what they'd done before. And so like ballsy to just have that at the front end of the album and just be like, yeah, this is what we are now. Just like people going in like, oh, I hope they do another Charlemagne. And they're like, nah, we're doing synths now. And I think they've done it again on this one. Like, this is very almost indebted to kind of like Paul Simon, that sort of almost like whimsical, like narrative way of songwriting, which is a switch up again from what they were doing before. And they just make it work again really, really well. And I think there's a lot, when an album comes out from a band, a lot of the time you're like, oh, cool, I'll listen to that. Whereas the Blossoms, I was like, I'm genuinely interested to see what they do here because I feel like it's going to be something new and exciting. And it is.
Yeah, it always is. It always is. And they've just done it their own way. And I kind of feel like they could very easily have just fallen into like a group of the same sort of bands.
Well, they could have just done the well-worn thing of making those sort of indie anthems, which would do really well and would be great and would get a massive audience. And they've sort of consciously gone like, yeah, but we don't really want to do that. And I think this is a much riskier path for them to take. And it is a testament to them that it's worked.
Yes, absolutely. And it's, this is the album for summer. Plug it in, go for a stroll, grab a frappuccino if you would like.
Frappe, eh?
Yeah, I like a frappe.
Frappy.
Frappy.
As they call them.
As they call it.
A frappuccino.
Have you ever had is it the bubble teas?
No, I haven't, but I have heard that they're growing in popularity. So there was one in Brighton years ago, which is as I've said many times before, where I'm from. And it always confused me. And then they spread further and further. And now you just see people drinking them. But they freak me out. The little bubbles, it scares me. I'm scared by it.
You're scared by it. I'll tell you what, well, let's get a blanket and cover you. And by that, I mean, we're going to play a Blossoms track from the album, which is amazing. Because it's warm and it'll keep you safe.
Good.
This is a Cinerama Holy Days by Blossom.
Living around the barn. Take me home. Living around the barn. As you gaze from your heavy heart, know you won't do any harm. Plenty small ones and many large.
Jamie, it's time. Could you play us in?
Okay. Of the week. I've got a sore throat, okay?
Great. Okay, fine. Oh, also just to say, do pick up a copy of this month's Dork. It's a very, very good read all through for the Blossoms feature. I particularly enjoyed. So, shout out Martin.
Pick up a copy, read it, give us money.
Do, yes. Don't
Please.
let anyone else read it. Make them buy their own copies.
Thank you.
Yard Act have tweeted. Yard Act, remember them? Friends of the show.
Friends of the show.
Magazine.
Yeah,
Friends
good.
to us all.
Yeah, good fellas.
They tweeted a picture which says, experts suggest one or maximum 2 eggs in a day. Eggs can heat your body from within. I don't know what that means. So in summers, one is advised to stick to just 1 a day. And they've tweeted, Brian ate 9 hard boilers yesterday. We're in the desert.
9 hard boilers.
Yeah.
Just that phrase.
Also, I think a hard-boiled egg surely would not heat your body from within. Are they saying that eggs retain heat? Like, what does that mean? They can heat your body from within.
Why do they heat your body? And also suggest 1 or maximum 2 eggs in a day.
Yeah.
Do they? Is that a thing?
Also, experts. Experts on what?
Yeah.
On eggs.
On eggs. I don't understand, but wouldn't that rule out like an omelette?
Yeah, like you have an omelette and then all day you're just getting hotter and hotter until you explode?
Yeah, like what?
Like scrambled eggs. If you want a decent portion, you're looking at 2 or 3 eggs.
Yeah. If you're going to make it up.
What about eating a cake?
Yeah.
That's got eggs in it.
That's got eggs in it.
This is nuts.
I don't understand also the idea of that in summer it suddenly becomes more dangerous to eat eggs.
It's like you're hot on the outside, you don't want to get hot on the inside.
Like you're at risk of real
I
trouble.
don't believe anyone's ever been hospitalised from this. The cholesterol thing, maybe. But you know what I mean? It's like, oh, how did he die? Well, he ate 6 eggs on a hot day and he just burnt up.
Exactly.
He combusted.
He literally was like, he did well and then he kind of went.
He overloaded, some might say.
Oh, well, in that case, here's the overload. Let's
play the overload of discontent, the constant burden of making sense. It won't relent, it won't repent. How to remain in dissonance. The overload of discontent, the constant burden of making sense. It won't relent, it won't repent. How to remain in dissonance.
I just don't believe this egg nonsense.
No, neither do I.
I'm just looking at it.
Fully do not. You know, like when they say people believe more on the internet because it's written down, so it feels more like official.
Yeah.
This is my limit.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it.
I'm reading it and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Sorry.
Like, egg, I'm just reading it. Most healthy people can eat up to 7 eggs a week.
Up to. Again, what does that mean?
What is this? What
are you going to do if I eat 8 eggs?
Yeah, mate, you're going to be. I think you'll find you're going to be sweating.
Eating 2 eggs a day, and you go to the doctors, and he goes, "Look, I'm sorry, but I'd rather you smoked.
Please.
This is destroying you.
Sorry,
You're more egg than human."
We're not going to go into it, but there is genuinely an article which is the truth about eggs. And I'm just the truth. What is this? Panorama. Get involved in it.
Eggs revealed. What are they hiding in there?
Well, I mean, I don't know, like a heater.
Apparently
A
so, yeah.
giant ball
One of the little
of fire.
space heaters, yeah.
Jesus.
The yolk is actually yellow because it's molten.
It's the sun.
It is.
Yardax, thank you
Possibly
once again.
dead.
Yeah, eating the hard boilers. We'll
Yeah.
see.
That is also an excessive amount of hard-boiled eggs.
That is,
Just to-
just
but
on
not on health grounds, just on
a
decency.
separate note. Yeah, what the fuck? That's a lot. But good on you. Enjoy. Eat what you want to eat.
Now, courting, friends of the show,
Yes.
friends of the magazine,
Yes.
maybe not friends anymore, because
Oh,
they've tweeted,
what's
anyone
happened?
want to start band beef? We're bored and need the streams. I would say we count as a band. We make audio, which goes up
Yeah.
on streaming platforms.
Yeah, that's true. So
if you want to scrap courting,
let's do it now. Is that what we're saying?
you're not going to release an album as epoch making as Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, courting.
Think about that.
Mm.
Think about that.
You'll never star in a James Cameron directed Avatar movie.
I wouldn't rule that. I wouldn't rule that out.
I would. I'm ruling it out right now.
You never know.
You could only eat one egg a day, courting, or you'd
That's on
explode.
health. That's on health grounds. That's
Yeah,
literally-
that's true, that is,
So
yeah.
keep an eye out. I mean, yeah, need the streams. This is marketing. This is what it's all about.
Johnny Cash will never cover one of your songs in his acclaimed American recordings, courting.
The specificness of it.
You got to start proper beef.
Exactly. The corners of your room are a bit manky for him.
Yeah, just the corners. Sort
Just
that
the
out.
corners. Just the corners. They're a bit
Dust
much.
once in a while.
Yeah.
For God's
Have a
sake.
word.
That should do it, I think.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
at us. Come at us, courting.
Come on now.
Thing is, I feel like this is hard because I don't really have a horse in the race when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Right. And do you have any horses in any other kind of races?
No, I'm actually ethically against horse racing. But I don't know if there's a good song out there that kind of takes that into account. Maybe talks about how bad horse racing is. So I guess if there's not a good song, we'll have to play Courting's song, Grand National.
Yeah.
That was for the beef, by the way. I quite like this song.
Yeah, beef.
That was for the beef. Beefing.
I don't wanna play so bad if you're paying me. I'd always end up losing my money on some stupid horse again. I'm not here to make friends like all you comprehend. It's just not all that grand, and this is not my hill to die on. This is not my hill.
Just the intro there to Courting Grand National. Beefing. Beefing, always.
Call me Bisto because I'm beefy.
Well, thanks for everyone for listening.
Thanks for everyone. Thanks for everyone. Our Lord and Saviour.
I'm gonna head back out into Liverpool.
Please do.
See if I can find anybody. See if I can find the wombats knocking about. Did actually, quick one. Did see Pixie road walking about the other yesterday. So Pixie, if you're listening,
Thank
I
you,
saw
Pixie.
you from afar.
From afar. This
I
is very
did-
creepy.
No. I looked and I was like, oh, that's Pixie over there. But it was too far. I wasn't going to run after people in the street.
So Pixie's not worth it? Is that what you're saying?
No. It's too much if I run. That's what that's what it's saying.
So you're saying she doesn't deserve that level of adoration?
So would you have run?
Yeah, 100%.
That's you're a liar. That's what
Yes.
you are. You're a
Yes,
bold
I am.
fucking liar.
Yep.
But
Any
you're
predictions for the next fortnight, Jamie?
Yeah, I reckon that the chicken legend at McDonald's is going to be taken off the menu.
Okay.
For undisclosed reasons.
Does that mean the Big Tasty will be back?
I hope so.
Yeah,
is,
me too.
is the Monopoly still? That's gone, hasn't it?
I don't know.
Going to come
I don't
back?
really care.
I don't really care, Jake. What do you think?
I
Any
think
predictions?
Courting going to put a brick through my window for all of the beef I've just started. Always take things too far.
Don't worry, I'll fix your window.
Oh, yeah. I'll protect you from the hooded claw.
We'll protect you all from the hooded claw.
So that's all we've got time for, guys. See you in 2 weeks. And remember, if you need protecting from the hooded claw, just hit us up.